Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Tashiann Yasmine if you don't know. And if you're new to this channel, thank you for coming. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you subscribe. I hope you like. Today's topic is going to be a little bit different than what I normally talk about, what I normally address on my channel. But I feel called to share for some reason. It's a little bit vulnerable. It's a little dark, but you know, it's life. Today we're going to be talking about my abortion story. Everything happens for a reason, and if you allow yourself to find the reason, it's just going to feel like the light at the end of the tunnel. So that's why I wore this bright ass color, because even though you might be going through some darkness right now, even though the situation is dark, you'll be okay. I wanted to talk about this because one, like I said, I felt called to. And two, when I was making the decision to have an abortion, I was looking on YouTube for women who could give me some insight, could help me like make my own decision. And I couldn't really find women on YouTube that I related to. So I decided to make this video to give a different perspective. I mean, there's probably other videos that are similar, but I just wanted to give another perspective that might be able to help someone that's in this same predicament that I wasn't able to get when I was going through this situation. When I started YouTube, that was the catalyst for my transformation. So right after my abortion, I wanted to change my life. I started the YouTube. I set like goals for myself. I started to change my habits and those things like that. So I would always hint at something dark that happened, but I never really mentioned what it was. So my abortion is the darkness that caused me to transform. And now I'm in love with the person I am. Now I'm in love with the person I am. Now I realize that happened in order for me to really change. I decided to have an abortion because one, at the time, I don't want to throw my ex under the bus, but he wasn't being supportive and I was feeling really alone. And I broke up with him around that time. So I was depressed. It was a lot. I was like, bitch, I'm really like not being healthy right now and I'm a mess. Like I can't even take care of myself right now and I have to take care of a being inside of my body. The fact that I didn't have the partner there to support me was really weighing heavy on me. So I just decided to do that because when I have a kid, I want to make sure that I'm being loved on, I'm being nurtured, because that's like such a pivotal moment in a woman and child's life. So I just want to make sure when I do it right. It started to dawn on me that my whole life would have to change, especially because I'm doing this kind of on my own. And I would have my family there. Like my mom was willing to help. My mom didn't want me to have it, but I just wasn't ready for my life to change so drastically. And I don't know for sure if I would be by myself, but the way things were looking, I'm pretty sure that most of the time I wouldn't have been supported the way I wanted to. Another one of the reasons why I got it is because I got scared. I felt like this was something I wouldn't be able to handle. This was something I wasn't financially prepared for. I learned about manifestation up until that point, so I was familiar. And after that, I grew on my spiritual journey. But one of the reasons why I really couldn't forgive myself for making that decision is because I wasn't trusting God. I wasn't trusting the universe. I didn't have faith. And all the things I was saying about like changing my mindset, not having a lack mindset and all those things around that time, I reneged on because I didn't have faith in myself. Sometimes I think like, yo, you could have done that. You could have done that. You could have taken care of a kid because you know that what you think is what happens. But if I would have just changed my mindset, like, yo, I'm about to have this kid and I'm about to be set. Like, what I got to do? Let me think positive. Let me do affirmations and all these things. Like, I'm sure if I would have kept the baby, I would have developed that over the course of my pregnancy and I would have been okay. Not having faith was the key factor in my decision. Like at first I was actually excited, you know. I was like, you know what, it is what it is. Like, boom, I'm about to be a mom. I'ma just have to grow the fuck up. But you know, as time dwindled on, all the outside pressure kind of just hit me and it was just like, damn, I don't know if I could do this. it's just too much right now. So that's basically that. And as far as the experience, I got it 2 days before Christmas. It was the only place that I could find that actually did the procedure. Every other place was doing the pill. And I didn't want to do the pill because the pill, I feel like it takes some time for the whole process to complete. Like, you take it, you go home, and then while you're home, things just start happening to your body, and then the abortion happens over time. But I didn't want to do it like that. I was like, I just want to get it over with. It was covered by my insurance, so I did it for free. I was under the impression that it was going to be under anesthesia, but I wasn't. I felt everything. It felt like my uterus was being vacuumed, and it was painful. It was very painful. In the moment as I was going through it, I was like, damn, this is what you get for being reckless and careless and making stupid decisions. But I was just being mean to myself. After I left the clinic, we were walking, and then a parent and their kid walked by us. The kid was probably like 2. He kept saying, hi, hi. And then he's like tripping and stumbling, really trying to say hi to us. Like, even when he's walking past us, his head is turned like, hi, bye. And then he said hi like 3 times, and then he said bye. And I was like, damn, this is something. Like, what does this mean? What is God trying to tell me? I'm still not completely sure, but it was definitely a crazy experience. I was like, what? After I got it, I felt like there was a huge weight lifted off my shoulders, because 1, my life would kind of go back to normalcy, and 2, I wouldn't have a tie to my ex that was, you know, lifelong. And I was having a hard time with it for a little bit. Like, a part of me felt better because I no longer had to deal with it, but I really didn't want to do that because I knew that I would have been okay. And I thought that I was being kind of dramatic because the women around me who have had abortions, they seem okay. It's like they're fine, and I wasn't fine. And I was like, am I being dramatic? Is this just my brain wanting me to be sad about this? But in actuality, I was sad. I heard the heartbeat. In my spirit, I felt like it was a boy. I was kind of excited. I am gonna get a tattoo of the birth date. Is that what it's called? The birth date? It's not something I could tuck away. Every so often, I still think about it. But as far as if it still affects me, not at the moment, but it did up until maybe like a month ago or so. I didn't realize how much it affected me until one day I just decided to write a letter to my unborn child. And as soon as I started bawling. And it's because I felt bad for not giving this life a chance. I felt bad for not having faith. And that day I allowed myself to forgive myself. I was like, yo, God forgives you, so you can forgive yourself. For a while, I couldn't even see babies or toddlers without thinking of my own. So I tried to avoid seeing babies. I tried to avoid seeing people's kids. Like, it did trigger me for a little bit. But right now, I've come to terms with the fact that God was using this experience to help me change. Like, no matter what road I took, it would have caused tremendous transformation for me. And I did transform. It worked. And I was listening to Bahati Life. She's a tarot reader on YouTube. And she was like, if you've had miscarriages or have lost a kid, just know that that kid is not gone forever. That kid is always near you. That kid is waiting for you, waiting for the right time to be born. Your kid chooses you. Just because you've lost them doesn't mean that they're lost forever. They're just waiting for the right time to come. And she also said that sometimes God uses children to teach you a lesson, and then he takes them away just so you can learn the lesson, but he doesn't take them away permanently. I heard that the other day, and that also helped me just be okay with the fact that it's okay, you know? If you're watching this to try to figure out what to do, I can't tell you what to do. No one can tell you what to do. Like, no amount of YouTube videos is gonna give you the right answer. But no matter what answer you choose, you will be okay. No matter what option you choose, you will be okay. If you choose to have an abortion, you might be sad for a bit, but it gets better. And as long as you learn your lesson and don't make the same mistakes, you'll be good. But forgive yourself and allow yourself to learn all the lessons that you were supposed to learn. And if you do keep the kid, if you really want to keep the kid, then keep the kid, but also understand that this is going to be a big responsibility. But who says that you can't handle it? If you think you can handle it, you can handle it. So if you're pregnant right now and you're scared and you feel like you can't handle it, but you really want to keep the kid, watch manifestation videos. Watch videos on how to change your mindset. Remove negative energy from your life. Remove all things negative from your life. Start eating properly. Making sure that you're doing things for yourself that promote positive energy and happiness. Because once you are that, you're gonna attract that. You're gonna attract the money. You're gonna attract the house. You're gonna attract the car. You're gonna attract everything that you desire. So if you're scared and you really want to keep the kid, then consider the fact that your life can change just by changing your mindset. And I know it's going to be hard. If you really want to keep it, then you can do it. You can. And if you truly feel like this is a responsibility that you're just not ready for, that's okay too. No one's punishing you. There's no punishment here. At first I thought that I was like doing God a disservice by relieving myself of the blessing he just gave me, but that's not true. Do whatever you feel like you need to do for yourself, and I hope this video helps. I send you so much love, so much light, and things will get better. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. There's a light in the tunnel. You just gotta find it. Thank you for watching. Bye.